Hi everyone, welcome to the Classmate Academy. So today we are going to discuss about SSC CGL 2023 Mains General Studies questions. So let's try to see how many questions he asked from polity, history, economy, geography, science, in science, again biology, physics, chemistry, and finally current affairs. So this year overall the exam paper was easy. So let's try to analyze from which area we got the questions. For example, see, this is the question that you got from polity. Okay, this is a polity question. Talking about which committee has suggested a penalty or punishment for the non-performance of the fundamental duties. See, initially in the constitution, we are not having fundamental duties. Again, later it was incorporated by 42nd Constitutional Amendment of 1976. So, for that, we are having a committee called as Swaran Singh Committee. Okay, so this committee suggested the 8 fundamental rights, but actually they incorporated 10. Later, one more later one more fundamental was added by 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002. As of now, today there are total 11 fundamental duties were there. Actually, when Swaran Singh Committee submitted its report on the fundamental duties, it is asked even to have some kind of penalty or punishment if anybody is non-complying with these fundamental duties for non-performance of these fundamental duties. But as of now, okay, there is nothing like punishment. Okay, if you are not performing any of your fundamental duties as well. So your answer is Swaran Singh Committee. And one more is you are having Morarji Desai Committee. Actually, Morarji Desai was the initial first ARC committee. Later it was replaced by Hanmantaya. Then we are having Verma Committee. This is also very, very important. Because why Verma Committee is very important? Verma Committee was formed in the year 1999 mainly to review these fundamental duties. Even Supreme Court also asked to implement these Verma Committee suggestions also. Again, mainly to study about these fundamental duties as well. Next. Which of the following are some regions in the world known for their thriving citrus fruit production or cultivation? So this is from your physical geography. There is a topic called as climatology. So in the climatology, this is from physical geography. So in this case, if you see this region, the Mediterranean region. So what is this Mediterranean region? The region that is surrounding this Mediterranean Sea, that region is called as Mediterranean region. So in this region, generally you can see winter rainfall can be seen. There is a main character feature of this region. Anyway, you can, in the summer, you can see some kind of conventional rainfall also can be seen. So in this case, you are having both winter rainfall as well as summer rainfall. So generally this region is very, very good for the cultivation of viticulture, that is cultivation of grapes. Similarly, it is also good region for the cultivation of these citrus fruits and all these fruits. So your answer is Mediterranean region. This is from climatology, from physical geography. Next topic. Match the positions in list 1 with states in list 2 related to the 36th National Games 2022. Obviously, it is from current affair question. So it is a current affair question. Again, last year we know that national games were held. So let's try to see their positions. Obviously, the first position goes to the services. Then the second one goes to your Maharashtra. Third one is Haryana. And fourth one is Karnataka. So this is the match the following. Again, very static question and very easy question because this kind of national games are quite seen in the news. Okay. Next one. What kind of energy is associated with falling coconut, speeding cars, rolling stones, and flying aircrafts? Again, this is from science, particularly from the topic. Everybody know physics. In the physics, you're having a topic called as energy. So you people know that the energy possessed by virtue of its motion, that is called as kinetic energy. In this case, you can see falling coconut obviously kinetic energy because the energy possessed by the objects by virtue of its motion is called as kinetic energy. Again, speeding cars, rolling stones, and flying up. Obviously, your answer is kinetic energy. Obviously, potential energy is energy by virtue of its position. For example, dam holding the water. So that is the potential energy, right? Once the dam gets open, then that potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy because energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It can transfer from one form to the another form, that is from potential energy to the kinetic energy. Based upon the current scientific knowledge, it is currently postulated that the earth has estimated the age of. See, you can say this is either a geography question or because when you study about the sun and the planets and everything, or you can say that it's a biology question from the topic called as evolution. But anyway, it is estimated that the age of the earth is 4.5 billion years ago, which is a quite static question. Next. Identify the incorrect matchly pairs of the British Governor Generals of India and the events which they are associated. So this is from modern history. Okay, very, very important topic. But anyway, this is the question from modern history. And that too, they are talking about Governor Generals, and almost all the questions are previous questions only. Previous SSC questions as well. For example, Lord Dalhousie, Lord Auckland, and Lord Canning. Remember that when Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General from the year like 1848 to 1856. Okay, 1856. So by this time, there was no Sipai Revolt of 1857. So when Sipai Revolt took place, obviously Lord Canning was the Governor General. And at the same time, Wood's Dispatch. Actually, Wood's Dispatch was happening there what? 1854. So this is the during the time of Dalhousie. So that is the reason this mismatching. Actually, Dalhousie, it should be Wood's Dispatch. Lord Canning should be Revolt of 1857. Sipai Revolt of 1857. So this mismatching is happening between 1 and 3. So your answer is only 2 is the answer. So this is the only correct one. In fact, Lord Canning is the first viceroy as well. Even when the Sipai Revolt is over, then you can see the Government of India Act of 1848, where the power was transferred from the company to the crown. At that time also, Lord Canning was the Governor General. So this is from Indian geography, topic called rivers. Again, very easy question. Area of badland topography. Obviously, there is a river by name called as Chambal River. And the Chambal River known for its badland topography. Because you can see a type of erosion, gully erosion. Because of gully erosion, the entire land became very, very barren and unproductive. And that became very good hideout for the thieves. So that is the reason we call that Chambal Ke Daku and all these things. Next one is Virdhaganga. Obviously, they are talking about Godavari. Next one is Sangpo. Sangpo, the name is Brahmaputra. Very, very important. And Sara of Bihar is Kosi. So Kosi is called as Sara of Bihar because the Saro river, when it is coming from the Himalayas, it is coming with great force, and once it enters into the plain, it starts changing its courses quite frequently and leads to the frequent floods. So this is the match the following from this topic. This question is from Indian geography. Next one. In the September 2022, the government decided to launch a campaign aimed at women's safety titled Hamar Beti Hamar Maan. Okay. So obviously this is the scheme current affair question. Obviously it is mainly to create awareness on safety measures among the school and college going girls and prioritizing the relations and investigation of women related crimes. Anyway, this is a current affair question, directly a scheme based question. So your answer is Chhattisgarh. Next. Which among the following has written the Badshanama? Again, this is question from the medieval history and particularly from the topic called Mughals. Again, Mughals is very, very important. Mughals, Delhi Sultanate, very, very important. Again, this question is there. So, Badshanama. So, the Badshanama was written by Abdul Hamid Lahori, and obviously he is a great historian in the court of Shah Jahan. So, he wrote called as Badshanama or Badshanama. Again, this is also previous question. In fact, remember, this is also previous SS question. I think it was asked in 2020 CPO. Other one is called as Abul Fazl. See, Abul Fazl, he is also one of the Navaratnas in the court of Akbar. One of the Navaratnas in the court of Akbar, and he wrote books about Akbar like Akbarnama, Aini Akbari. All these are the books written by Abdul Fazl in the court of, Akbar. Other one is called as Inayat Khan. He is also very, very important historian that is present in the court of Shah Jahan. So he wrote a book also called as Shah Jahan Nama. That is a book written by Inayat Khan. Even Inayat Khan also very, very important. Obviously, the founder of the Mughal rule in India, that is Babur, he himself is a very great poet. He wrote a lot of books, Babarnama and all. So all these are the important questions, and almost all the 4 are previous questions only. So obviously you can answer it very easily, those who solved the previous questions. Which of the following options represent the total income earned by individuals from all the sources before deduction of personal income taxes? So they are talking about before the deduction of personal income taxes. Again, this question is from economy. So this question is from national, there is a topic called as national income estimates. So this question is from national income estimates. So they're talking about the income before deduction of personal income taxes. We call them as personal income only. Okay, if you from personal income, if you take the direct taxes, if you remove the direct taxes, and the leftover amount that you can spend, right? So then that is called as what? Your disposable income. That becomes your disposable income. That is personal income minus direct taxes, not indirect taxes. Remember, direct taxes, that is called as disposable income. Anyway, in this case, he's asking before. In the place of before, if the question is like after deducting the personal income tax, then your answer could have been disposable income. Next. Match the following Prime Ministers of India with the 5-year plans. See, 5-year plans, again, there is a topic called as planning in the economy. So this is also economic question again. So there are various 5-year plans. So they're asking the 5-year plan with their Prime Ministers. And everybody knows Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India. So during his tenure, yes, your answer is second 5-year plan was there. And followed by Manmohan Singh. See, when Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, there were 11th and 12th 5-year plans were there. So your answer is 11th 5-year plan is Manmohan Singh, and only left over with Atal Bihari Vajpayee. That is the 10th 5-year plan. That is from your 2002 to 2007. Whereas 11th 5-year plan is from 2007 to 2012. And the last 5-year plan, that is the 12th 5-year plan, that is from also 2012 to 2017. Later on, Planning Commission was abolished. And in the place of Planning Commission, again, Niti Aayog came into the force. Okay, so this is the maths following this topic. This question is from economy. Next. Which of the following details regarding phase 1 of Bharatmala project? Again, this is also from economy topic. So there is a topic called infrastructure. In the infrastructure, okay, there is a scheme by name called as Bharatmala project. So Bharat means India, you know that. Mala means garland. So garland for India, that is a Bharatmala project. So this is the project that was started in the year 2015, mainly to increase connectivity in India to promote the economic growth and development. Okay. So because under this project, Bharatmala project, they are going to develop all these economic corridors, border and international connectivity roads, expressways, intercorridor and feeder roads. So all they are going to develop under this Bharatmala project. And they are spending even more than 5 lakh crores, 5.3 lakh crores they are spending for the sake of this particular project. So in this project, economic corridors, the targeted length is obviously 9,000 kilometers. This is correct as usual. Border and international connectivity roads also same, 2,000. Then expressways is 8,000. Again, intercorridor and feeder roads, mainly to increase the connectivity, that is 6,000 roads. So A1, B2, C3 and D4. So answer is option A. Okay, it's a very, very, very important scheme. So there is no wonder, okay, to ask this type of questions. What are the elements in the group 0 commonly known as? So this question is from chemistry. So we know that there are inert gases. So they are also called as 0 group elements because the electrons are completely filled in their shells. So that is the reason they are called as what? 0 group as well. And they are quite, because the shells are completely filled with the electrons. Again, there are no free electrons, so the reactivity is almost 0. And that is, they are also called as what? Inert gases. They won't react with the other gases or other elements. Next one. Again, this question is from biology, to be frank. And see, this question, if you don't know this question also, not a big deal. See, by seeing the words, you can answer them. How? For example, you take curcuminoids. See, curcuminoids are present in curcuma longa. So curcuma longa, if you know the scientific name of turmeric, that is called as curcuma longa, directly you can answer this one, it as turmeric, right? Other one is called as one-eyed cineole. See the word C. C means, obviously here also you can see C word called as cardamom. C cineole, so this is your cardamom. See, one more matching is there. You can see one more matching as well. For example, see black pepper. In black pepper you have what? Pepperine. So pepper, pepperine. So this also matching. Obviously your answer is black pepper, pepperine. And finally left with eugenol, where that can be seen in the clause. Okay, from one option, that is option D, pepperine, black pepper, D2. So from D2, if you see that, you can eliminate option A as well as option C as well. Okay, next one. Among the choices listed, which one is not a form of cancer? Again, this is also a question from biology. In the classroom also we study about these cancers, types of cancers in the cell biology. So we used to discuss there are three types of cancers. So what is cancer? Cancer is nothing but uncontrolled cell division is called as cancer. There are three types of cancer. One is called as carcinoma, sarcoma, leukemia or lymphoma. So what you are having? Carcinoma, sarcoma, lymphoma. Glaucoma is not a cancer. Remember, glaucoma is an eye disease. It's a metabolic disorder where you can see the swelling of eye takes place in case of glaucoma. Whereas you take carcinoma, carcinoma is a cancer mainly to the epithelial cells. Epithelial cells. Whereas sarcoma is mainly cancer to the connective tissue. So connective tissue like bone all comes under your connective tissue. Whereas lymphoma, see the word lymphoma, lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are nothing but white blood cells. So simply we can use the word like blood cancer and all. Okay, blood cancer can be used. See, this also previous SSC question again. This also is not new. This also repetition of previous questions. Actually, in this year exam, there are a lot of repetition of previous questions. Okay, almost out of 25, you can see almost like 20 questions were only repeated questions, except this current affairs. Even current affairs also, the national games was repeated question only again. Next one. Among the following diseases, again from biology topic. In this biology topic, he is asking about, there's a topic called as diseases. In the disease, we study about bacterial, fungal, protozoal, viral, then followed by deficiency disease, metabolic diseases, chromosomal aberrations, genetic diseases, everything we will study in the disease topic. In this case, which is not an inherited, not inherited means not genetic disease. Which of the following is not a genetic disease? For example, muscular dystrophy. So it is also a genetic disease. Cystic fibrosis, yes, it is also genetic disease. This is mainly due to the accumulation of mucus. So it is formed by the accumulation of mucus. You can see cystic fibrosis. Obviously, your answer is C, malaria. This is your answer. Because malaria is caused by a protozoa by name called as Plasmodium. Protozoa by name called as Plasmodium. And obviously, this protozoa Plasmodium vivax is transmitted by mosquito, that is female Anopheles mosquito. Females Anopheles mosquito will transfer this malaria. Even Down syndrome. See, Down syndrome is a chromosomal aberration where you can see a trisomy at 21. So trisomy means addition of extra chromosome in the 21. So you know that the chromosome number, that 21 is nothing but your chromosome number. You can see that addition of one extra chromosome, that is trisomy at 21. That is Down syndrome. So muscular dystrophy, cystic fibrosis and Down syndrome, all these are genetic diseases, whereas malaria is a disease that is caused by protozoa, that is Plasmodium. Okay, very, very important. Again, this also previous question only. For example, malaria was asked many times in SSC. Down syndrome was asked many times in SSC. Even there is a question of cystic fibrosis also. If you all try to rewind all these previous questions, again, you can attempt this question. Next one. Who was the second vice president of India? Again, this question is from polity. In polity, there is a topic called as president and vice president. So, direct question, that is Dr. Zakir Hussain. Next. Match the following subject matters with their concerned articles. Again, this question is from polity. So, I think till now we saw more than around 3 questions from the polity only. I think this is the third question. So, this question is from mainly from elections. Okay, we are having a body called as election body mainly to conduct the elections. So, part 5 of the constitution talks about this election commission from the article 324 onwards. Superintendents, directions and control of elections to be vested in the election commission. Yes, election commission will conduct the elections at the central level as well as at the state elections, central elections, state elections, followed by elections for president and election for vice president. Obviously, this article is, first one is B, article 324. So, article 324 says that there should be an election commission to conduct elections for at the center, states as well as for president and vice president. Next one, power of parliament to make provisions with respect to the elections to the legislature. That is your answer is 327. And bar of interference by courts in the electoral matters. Your answer is A, that is 329. Again, this is also a previous question, but mainly you will get questions from article 326. Actually, article 326 talks about universal adult franchise. So, in India, adult above 18 years of age can vote. That is article 325. Similarly, there is one more article 325. It is also very, very important. So, article 325 says that there is no discrimination in case of voting based on religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. All these are important articles regarding election commission. So, remember this. Next. According to the Census of India 2011, again this question is from human geography that we have discussed in the classroom also. In which of the following states was the gap in the literacy rates of males and females is very, very high? Your answer is Rajasthan. Okay, in Rajasthan you can see very big gap between the male and female literacy rates. Again, this question is from current affairs. The Constitution Order 2022 was passed in the Rajya Sabha in December 2022. It seeks to amend the Constitution Order 1950 with respect to its application to the state of Karnataka. Again, current affair question. Again, polity related current affair question. Again, physics question. What will be the average kinetic energy per molecule in SI units for an ideal gas at temperature of 25 degrees centigrade? Directly, we know that answer is 6.172 10 to the power minus 21 joules. This is also previous SSC question. Next. In September 2022, Dash was Assembly States aside one day for women MLAs to speak about the women issues such as safety, health, hygiene and education. This is also a current affair question. Your answer is Uttar Pradesh. So till now we saw 3 current affair questions. This is one of them. Next one. Which of the following is a possible criticism of privatization? Again, this question is from economy. In economy, we will mainly discuss about various economic reforms, that is 1991 economic reforms regarding liberalization, privatization and globalization. Right. So he's asking that what is one of the possible criticism of privatization? See, one of the main criticism of privatization is lack of social justice. So you have to check for that kind of options where you are not having a social justice. That is option D. Limited access to essential services for marginalized population. So obviously those who are poor, obviously the resources are very less allocated for sake of poor because there is no demand, right? So for example, reduced competition, no. Whenever you have a privatization, obviously competition will increase. Innovation will be more. Expansion of bureaucracy and efficiency in the public, no. Why you expand bureaucracy into the private sector? That is also wrong. Excessive government interference, no. The government interference will be now very less. It is privatized, no? Not nationalized. When you nationalize, obviously you can see more amount of government interference, right? So your answer is D. Next. Again, this also we can say from biology question, or sometimes you can say from chemistry question also. See here, carbonic acid, H2O plus CO2 forms H2CO3. We know that is soda water. Carbonic acid is soda water directly. That is H2CO3. Then lauric acid. See, lauric acid is very good for health, and lauric acid is mainly present in the coconut oil, coconut milk. A good amount of lauric acid can be seen. So obviously next one is butyric acid. So this butyric acid is found in the butter, and finally erucic acid is found in the mustard oil. So this is the match the following. Okay. Anyway, if you know this soda water, that is carbonic acid, A3. So A3 is only one option. So answer is D. No need to know other things also. Very easy. Directly you can predict the answer. Next. According which of the following foreign travelers did Dhruvasena to attend Harsha's assembly at Prayagraj? Okay, this is the question from ancient history. In ancient history, there is a post-Guptan topic. We're talking about Harshavardhana of Taneshwar. So during his reign of Harshavardhana, okay, who is ruling this Taneshwar, there is a foreign traveler by name called as Hyun Sang came to Harsha's court. And he stayed in Harsha's court and he gave a lot of information regarding about the social, cultural and economical aspects of Indian ancient period. Okay, so it is very, very important. So your answer is option D, Hyun Sang. So all these are the 25 questions. So you ask there is one question from ancient history, one question from medieval history and one question from the modern history. So total history, 3 questions. Polity also somewhere around 3 questions. Economy also somewhere around 3 questions. Total science is also around 4 questions. So I think this time the SSC tried to manage balance, okay, regarding all the sections like polity 3, geography 3, history 3, polity 3. Again, current affairs also somewhere around 3 questions were there. Science were there, somewhere around 4 questions were there. Overall, if you practice the previous questions and follow our slides, that is more than sufficient to answer these questions. Thank you.